Well, meteorologist Ben Dornbach here with me, and we're seeing some storms out there. People are seeing a lot of lightning and hearing that thunder as well.
Definitely put a damper on some festivities this evening, but luckily for the fireworks show, for the most part, to my knowledge, most were able to be snuck in at the very last minute before these thunderstorms moved in. And boy, thank goodness, there was a lot of thunder and lightning, and it doesn't necessarily take a severe thunderstorm to really create havoc in these types of events. All you need is just a lot of people in one place, and you just have one thunderstorm that can really cause a lot of problems. That was the risk that we were heading into tonight. Luckily, nothing really terrible happened. We did have a really impressive thunderstorm form over Rutherford County. You see these little hazy arches here from these thunderstorms. Those all converged and basically formed one huge thunderstorm right on the Polk-Rutherford County line, right over Lake Lure where that thunderstorm originated, that was being estimated to have some really big hail, but we did not get any official reports. But as you can see, that thing lasted quite a while as it moved into Spartanburg County. Luckily, it dropped below severe limits by the time it got there, but it had some hail potential with it, along with some gusty winds, as that thunderstorm was finally collapsing as it moved south into Spartanburg. But if we look forward here, you notice that we're just down to a few garden variety thunderstorms, and that's really about it. So really not too bad of a setup as far as the rest of the evening is concerned. We have just a couple of thunderstorms left over from earlier, but honestly, we're looking much better compared to, say, a couple hours ago. If we can advance the graphic here, my clicker's not wanting to work, but basically if we take a look at the grand scheme of things, we've just got spotty rain elsewhere. If I look to the east, we have rain over Spartanburg into Gaffney. That's why we couldn't go to Amber. Some thunder and lightning associated with that as well. This thunderstorm still lingering over Abbeville County, the north side, right west of Ware Shoals. That's where we have some of that lingering shower activity, but luckily the storm that was over Malden, Simpsonville has pretty much diminished. So good news there. As you can see, the rest of the area not looking too bad. It was just very spotty, but strong thunderstorms, even severe at times, that happened this evening. Looking through Futurecast, notice we've got a couple of lingering showers over the next couple of hours, but safe to say these things are on their dying stages, which is always a good thing. We start the day dry tomorrow, but we will have a little bit more cloud cover. So a touch more cloud cover, that means we're not going to be as hot. So that's one bit of good news, but it is going to be traded in for more thunderstorms in the afternoon. So 1, 2 o'clock, those start to form in the mountains, and then 3, 4, 5 o'clock, they migrate into the upstate. So if you are going back to work tomorrow, it is going to be a dicey commute as you move home. So just a heads up, if you're debating whether or not to go to work, which it is part of a holiday weekend, so obviously you know where my head would be at, but either way, it should be out pretty quickly tomorrow evening, but the likelihood is very high for those thunderstorms, but luckily it doesn't carry with it a huge severe weather risk. Obviously in the summertime, there's always that outside chance we get one of those thunderstorms to become strong or severe, but overall not looking to be organized severe. Temperatures, meanwhile, after the rain, 70s, even some low 80s in places where it didn't rain. It's still very muggy. Dew point temperatures right around 70 degrees, so plenty sticky out there, and that's going to remain the case. So storms linger for another couple hours. We get muggy and a low of 71 degrees in the upstate tonight. 66 for you in the mountains. Looking ahead to your Friday, it's 90 degrees before those thunderstorms move through. Pretty good chance of them, but mostly they will be a garden variety and not at a great time. So for those reasons, with the higher storm chance, we are going to downgrade our rating of the day to a 6 out of 10 on the Carolina Sky Meter. And looking at your poolside planner, not bad. Definitely sneak in your time earlier before those afternoon, evening thunderstorms move through as we top out around 90 degrees. Also not the sunniest day either. Looking at the 7-day forecast, almost an identical forecast moving forward this weekend into early next week. A slightly lower rain chance Sunday, but end of the day, about the same forecast before we see a significant decrease in those rain chances into middle of next week. And now it's time for your Riding Forecast, brought to you by Harley-Davidson of Greenville. As I just said, weekend rain chances are going to be mainly in the afternoon and evening in the form of scattered to even widespread thunderstorms. Slightly better rain chance Saturday than Sunday, but honestly, really not that different. Very hot, very humid, not quite as hot as it has been, but still plenty muggy. It'll probably feel about the same as it did when we were topping out in the mid-90s. Humidity is going to be up there too. Mountains, it looks like this, mid-80s for you. A little sunshine. I don't think it's going to be completely cloudy, but it is going to be contaminated with those nuisance thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening both days, which will linger into early next week. Cody?